Most people, no matter how hard they try, no matter how much effort they put in, they cannot make a change that is permanent. And it is because they do not understand that what they are right now is actually an amalgamation of just thousands upon thousands of repetitions. And in order to change that, in order to change your identity, your core self, you actually have to do mountains of effort, tremendous amounts of repetition. That's exactly what it takes to actually make a permanent change in yourself. That's the only way to actually have a little bit of control over yourself, a little bit of agency, a little bit of decision on what you are doing. It is to go beyond the 1,000 repetitions. You have to really go deep into the new identity, so deep that it becomes part of you. It is not something that you are doing anymore. It is something that you are. And to actually do that identity change, it takes not as much effort as you think. It doesn't take a few hundred repetitions. It takes thousands upon thousands upon thousands of repetitions. And that is why people cannot make permanent changes in themselves, because they do not understand the single fact. You either have to have thousands of repetitions, or you have to have an event that changes you forever. And that event usually is very negative. Sure, you can get down that route, but it's very, very bad to go and search for bad events in your life that can change you forever, because you might not know what you're going to change yourself into. You have to realize that you're gambling whenever you are looking for bad events. Of course, almost nobody does that, but it's an easier way to change. That's exactly what people expect. They expect an event that would change their life forever. And those events come, but they come with a bitter and very, very bad aftertaste. You have to understand that traumatic events do change us completely in a short period of time, but they come with a huge cost. But when it is something that's very positive that you want to achieve, you want to change in some direction, that you actually feel like going into that direction, it is almost impossible to make that change permanent, because no matter how many repetitions you have, it's probably going to be in the realm of 100. It's never going to be in the thousands. So that is why it feels so hard to change. If you do it once, I can guarantee you, if you do it once, it's going to seem so much easier. If you know that it works, if you go into the thousands of repetitions and you know it works, you will find it in yourself to do it with more and more things. And all of a sudden, you've become a totally different person in 6 months to a year. You can become so much better, unrecognizable. But you see, this is the ugly truth, the truth that no one tells you. There are shortcuts, of course. You can have multiple repetitions a day, so you don't have to wait 3 years to make one singular change. You can do it in months. Even in 1 month, you can have 1,000 repetitions. You have to understand that that means that you have to do a lot of repetitions each day of that thing that you want to implement. And the more you do it, the deeper it gets into your identity. You now become this person that can have this thing without effort. And that's the point, because it's the end all be all, the solution to almost all of your problems. If you can change your identity, because after you've changed it, it doesn't require any more effort to sustain. It is part of you forever, because you have a highway for that specific behavior, for that specific way of being.